But if you close your eyes.
What is up, guys? I am Warpath, and today I am back again with more Oxygen Not Included. And we have been working hard on getting all of this set up. But first off, I wanted to start off the episode today by talking to you guys about a couple of announcements I have as far as the channel goes, and just kind of keep you up to date there. The first one, you probably noticed by now, is there's a new intro. I've kind of redone the channel a little bit, put in some new artwork, and just updated it a little bit. That was something I put in about a year ago, pretty much all the other stuff, so is it getting a little old, and I don't know, I'm pretty happy with the results of what I've got so far. I'm by no means an expert on any of this stuff, but I did all of it myself, and I'm pretty proud of that. I think it was pretty cool, so let me know what you guys think about it, though, because, you know, it's always kind of fun when there's something a little bit new to catch your attention. But yeah, like I said, you probably did notice that, at least up to this point, but if not, check it out and tell me what you think, see if you like the differences. The next thing is that this week there probably won't be a video every single day. I'm hoping to get at least 5 videos out this week, but there's no guarantee on that. Ideally, I'd like 7. I'd like to post a video every single day, but that can be kind of tough sometimes, especially working a full-time job. It can be kind of, time-consuming to do it. So that's kind of where I'm at on it. But I hope you guys don't mind too much, and I hope you guys enjoy these regardless. But yeah, it's kind of that's it for kind of the announcements as far as outside of the game here goes. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this stuff too. So basically, we are at a point where it's pretty critical what we do next, because as you can see, we've got our water supply here, and it's a decent amount of water actually. And then we have quite a bit of stuff over here that we can hopefully change and convert into water. But we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we'll be able to basically turn all of this into water here, so that we can use it for other things. Because the main thing that we are going to need to use the water for is creating oxygen. You see, we are basically out of algae. I mean, we're really starting to have to dig for this stuff. Like, I mean, there's some more over here and a little bit more right here too. So I mean, it's there, but we're running out, and that's of course a problem, because when we run out of algae, we're gonna be out of oxygen. So I think one of the biggest things that we're gonna need to do right now is focus on getting this up and running. I may add another line of batteries somewhere around here, just so we have like constant energy storage stuff and things happening, because we're gonna need a lot of energy to power a lot of pumps and a lot of oxygen generation things. I actually have an idea for what I want to do with the oxygen generation system in this one. It's a little bit complicated, and I worry that it might kind of be disastrous, but I think that's part of the fun of it at this point. I think everyone's still kind of learning and trying to figure out exactly what's the best to kind of keep your base running past this initial startup point. So we're coming to that 100 cycle point, which, like I said, can be a pretty big point in any colony. The furthest I've gotten almost to 200 before they did the update, which of course corrupted all of the memory, or all of the saves, so we couldn't use all that anymore. And I had actually recorded videos all the way up until that point, and then they basically did what they did, and then I had to get rid of all the videos that I made. But it's alright, it's not the end of the world for sure. But anyway, so yeah, we are just gonna continue on here. Right now we have our stress levels are pretty good actually. Ellie's a little bit stressed, but she's the only one, and she's going down. Our food is definitely gonna be an issue coming up. We're gonna have to get on some food, but I do have it queued up here for it, wherever it's at. Yeah, got 4 of them queued up, so they should be going to do that right away. like I said, our next big thing is going to be making or getting this all online here, because that's our biggest issue right now. As you can see, they can't breathe anywhere over here, which is kind of an issue. One that I should probably look into fixing. I might actually see what I can do. This is polluted oxygen. We could use an electrolyzer, but again, I don't want to get that set up just yet. I don't really need to. And we already have, I think, 3 electrolyzers going. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 in here. And I just don't think we can afford the extra algae. I mean, we're already down to 953, and we're gonna run out of that so fast. We'll actually have to prioritize this. We'll give this a 7. Oh, it already has it. That's not good. So if we give that a 7 priority, hopefully they'll all come up here and work on that as soon as possible. It's gonna have to happen before this, obviously, because oxygen's more important than that, unfortunately. We are gonna go ahead and harvest this though, because I mean, free food's free food. Can't complain about free food. We do have our little puffed guy down here, or Morb, or whatever the hell his name is. I think he's creating contaminated oxygen in here, which then is filtered out by our air deodorizer. It's not doing anything right now, but I don't think we have any real bad things happening. Like, we have just a little bit of polluted oxygen like hanging right there, and that's pretty much it. All this stuff in here is like max pressurized, amazing oxygen. Truthfully, I could probably shut one of these off and let it kind of dwindle down. That would definitely conserve on some oxygen, but I don't know that that's the best solution. This is oxygen up here that they can breathe, but it's all polluted oxygen. So, well, they can breathe it. They have a chance of getting sick if they do. So that's obviously not a good thing. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think we're doing too bad so far. I'm really proud of my little drain system here that I thought up. I think it was a pretty good idea. Probably gonna have to open it again, but we'll just go ahead and do like a slow drain on it. Do something like that. They'll come over there and turn it on once they get close to it again. Yeah, here we go. Getting all the algae for us. So let's go ahead and take a look at our report, see how we did yesterday. So we lost 4,000 grams of oxygen, which is basically nothing, and we lost 164 kilocalories, which is kind of weird. Did they not make all 4 of those? Oh, they did. They sure did. It's a little bit weird, but oh well. We'll go ahead and fabricate another 3 of those. That'll put us at 6,500 again at the end of the day, so I think that'll be good. This is turned on. It's flowing through. Let's go ahead and take a look, see where this water's kind of ended up, because we need it to be, we don't want it to be empty, but we also can't have this pipe jam-packed either with stuff, so kind of have to have a happy medium with it, to be honest. Let's see how it's going. I mean, it's still flowing. I think it's still backed all the way up to here. Yeah. So this is where it's at right now. So it's got quite a bit. And as long as I keep using it, it's just going to keep going. So we'll let this do its thing for a little while. I think it should be alright. Let's just not forget about it. That'd be really bad. It's going down there. Once we get it down to about like right here or so, we'll go ahead and turn it off at that point. Alright, so how are we doing with everything else? How is our copper situation looking? Because you see, we're gonna need a lot of copper in order to make this heavy watt wire. We have a decent amount. I mean, 16,000 is pretty good. Let's see, how do I have this set up so far? Okay, yeah, so I have all of this here, basically just set up ready for whatever I want to do. And at a certain point, I'm going to perhaps tear this down in here, and then just have all of the power system coming through here. We'll see what happens though. I'm also thinking about setting up a couple more like batteries and like maybe 2 power wheels up here as well, so that we don't always have to use coal in order to generate our power. I do believe 2 of these guys will do us quite nicely. I don't think we should need too much more than that. How are they doing up here with all this stuff? Okay, so they pretty much have all this done already, which is amazing. Yeah, so we have 4,200 algae, which is pretty much amazing. What I'm gonna do is absolutely reject all of these poorly. Like, no, don't even come on here. Absolutely not. Not my colony. But yeah, and then I actually think we can go ahead and splurge, guys, on an algae deoxidizer over here. The reason why I want to do this is just simply because, like, these guys can't breathe when they come over here and work. And I don't know about you, but it's kind of important. So we'll go ahead and put one of those in there for now, and then we can hopefully worry about it later. So it looks to me like, oh yeah, see, 79 kilograms of oxygen we lost. That's pretty bad. We're definitely losing oxygen slowly, which is not good. We just broke even on food, which is about perfect. That's exactly what we want to be doing. And we'll go ahead and craft another 3 of those, and I think we should be good. Stay around right around 7,000, and I think we should be doing alright for ourselves. I'm going to go ahead and put Bonnie on this massage table right away. Just because they've been working up here. Okay, she's got diarrhea. That's fine. She's just going to use this more. Oh, we need to pay attention to this, don't we? Yeah, so it's about down to there. We can go ahead. I'll let it get a little bit lower, just because we've got some more stuff going in here. I'll go ahead and turn it off now, and then they'll come over. Should give them time to come turn it off. Oh, she's doing it right now. Alright, perfect. So it's about right there, so it gives it enough room to kind of fill back in. Looks like Bonnie should be over here. She is, in fact. That's good. Couple more morbs up here. That's not a bad thing. Yeah. Basically, I think we're just waiting on this stuff now. They've got pretty much all of this taken care of, which is nice. Yeah, so I think they should start heading over here to work on all of this project now. But we'll see what happens here. As you can see, we have quite a bit going on for them to do, but I'm not sure that they're doing it quite as fast as I would like. But that's okay. Yeah, this water pipe fills up pretty fast. If I had to make any suggestion for you guys at home doing this, maybe an improvement to it or something, is make this pipe a little bit longer. I do have the pipe, I mean, it's decently long, like I intentionally kind of wound it a little bit, but I'd make it even longer than this if you can, somehow. I'm not sure, like maybe put your water purification like way over here or something like that, and run a pipe, I don't know. But I'm sure you guys can figure that all out for yourselves. I actually have to turn this on again, I think. We'll keep it just like barely running. Ideally, I'd like to. Whoa! No. To like 48. Ideally, I'd like to get to a point where this is just like at a steady enough pace that I don't even have to worry about it. But that's gonna take a lot of trial and error. But yeah. Anyways, I'd like these guys to kind of hurry up and do this stuff. All right, there they go. Yeah, they're starting to work on all this stuff now, so that's good. We have a lot of projects going on. Not surprising that they are taking a little while to do it. We do have a little bit of stress going on here. I'm pretty sure that's again just because they were up here. I think that'll go down over time, and it should be okay. Well, let's actually take a look. It might be because of decor. If they're having to chill out over here for a long time, it's probably because of decor. Let's go ahead and take another look here at the report for yesterday. We netted oxygen and we netted calories, so looking good. Let's make another 3 of these. Alright, looking pretty good, I'd say. Not too bad so far. So, kind of give you an idea here on the next project that I want to start working on. Once we get done with this whole battery system and the power generation, we're going to start focusing on creating oxygen using water, because that's really where we're going to be having to head here in a little bit. Obviously, we have enough algae for now, but again, we know how that works. And my idea here is I want to create an enclosed area, an enclosed space, essentially. And I'm probably going to do it up here, I think. Maybe in this area right here. Just big enough that I can put a... let's go and take a look. I can put an electrolyzer in this area, and then put pumps around it. So probably like three pumps, probably, just because they take up a lot of power to do it. And yeah. And then what I'll do is I'll actually pump out the oxygen to 3 different areas, I think. Perhaps what I'll do is I'll do like 4 pumps maybe, and pump them to like 2 in this area, in the living space, so that's a really dense oxygen, and then kind of pump the others to like maybe 1 here and 1 in here, because I'm thinking about setting up some like power wheels in here probably, so that they can work a little bit in here too. That wasn't initially my idea, but I think it'll be okay, honestly. But yeah, that's kind of the idea there. Hopefully it all works out, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it will, to be honest. I've not done too terribly much experimenting with all of that, so we'll see how it goes. And then obviously I really need to get some plants online too. I just have put it off so far because so many things have kind of come up. We've had a couple of issues with freaking Marie's dying over here all the time on us, and so I mean there's definitely been a setback, I have to say. So yeah, this let's actually, we're gonna go ahead and prioritize this as a 7. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Because we need to have basically the power online in order for it to work anyway, so pretty much doesn't matter terribly much. Let me see if I can prioritize just this in general as a 7. That way we can kind of get power going, and the rest of this stuff can be filled in when we need. However, again, the issue with that is we can't turn all of this on until this stuff's done down here. So in order to do that, we have to prioritize all of this as a 7 too. So yeah, I guess that's just the way it works, isn't it? What is all this stuff? Yeah, we can, this stuff can happen in its own time. We don't need it like right away. And again, up here as well, we don't need that right away. Like, that stuff can melt for all I care. The more stuff that melts down, the better. I am a little bit worried about like this stuff melting, but I guess it would all just melt down here. Then we can go and suck it out eventually. But right now, I guess we don't need to. Do we have any other mealwood we can harvest anywhere? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I'm basically trying to keep my hands out of the like infrastructure of this setup that's already made as much as possible, because I don't want to have to kind of like run into some issues with like chlorine and stuff seeping in, and I would prefer to keep it kind of where it's at if we can. I may look into like doing some building here eventually to kind of, you know, pretty things up a little bit, make the base look nicer, but we'll get to that point when it comes. Ellie, you need to calm down. Go ahead and head over there and calm down a little bit, will you? I'm actually not sure what's taking them so long. I'm assuming because I think it's because they don't have oxygen over here, so they kind of have to like head back into here. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. I wonder why actually. I wonder why it's not, because it's got a priority 7, so they should be heading over to give it coal. I mean, it's not disabled either, So this should be getting turned on here pretty soon. Once that does, this will all start creating oxygen. It'll create all sorts of good things for us, and that's really what we need. Maybe put this on a 7.2. Maybe that'll help too. We'll find out. How's the plumbing going over here? I think we may have found a good happy medium with that. It seems to be kind of like hovering in this area, which is really what we want. So it'll just kind of drip a little bit as we go. So that's pretty good. And that's at about 50 gallons per second if you guys are playing at home and want to know. Let's go ahead and reject all of these again. My ideal base size, I mean, I go back and forth. Honestly, 6 is kind of nice, but the funny thing about this game is the more duplicates that you have, the quicker you're going to deplete your resources. So it's kind of a catch-22 because you get things done faster, but you also run out of things faster. So in the long run, I mean, if you look at this as you only have what's available in the game, which is absolutely true, it kind of makes it so that you don't want to have more than 3. I mean, I think in like a perfect world, 3 would be exactly right, but I'm not sure. We did lose a little bit of oxygen yesterday, and we did lose a bunch of calories. Kind of weird. Yeah, food has decayed, so that's not good. Let's go ahead and get we'll get 6 of those online for today. See, that's the thing that I hate too. Like, I need to get refrigeration online as well. There's a lot of stuff we need, but they are doing quite nicely here, which is pretty much perfect. Fluted ice. Yeah, all this stuff down here is pretty much going to be, I still don't understand why they don't have waiting material algae. Like, we have coal. We look. Oh yeah, we have some coal, guys. It should be online. There it is. And then we'll put you at a 9 too. Drop you back down to like a 7 though. Yeah, so food should be getting made. It looks like we have 1,000 calories, so we're not gonna starve immediately. This is still a bit slow, I feel like. We'll see if I need to put more into it or not. Not sure yet. Are you taking the polluted water? Don't you dare go over here. Oh no! Why would you do that? I know there's some like normal water, but that's disgusting. You know what this is, right? This is your pee water. Oh my god. And you're gonna eat that. These guys are nasty, dude. Ugh. I don't know how these guys live. But, cool thing is, I think everything's kind of working. Maybe a little too well, to be perfectly honest with you. Great. Okay, well, looks like we have a state of emergency. We're gonna go ahead and get all this stuff done now. Alexa, shut up! I have an Echo Dot. I'm sure I've talked to you guys about it before, but yeah, it likes to make noise. Especially when I record for some reason. I think it thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not though, so not sure where she got that idea. But as you can see, like this stuff is melting. I didn't actually think it'd warm up that fast. That's really crazy. I mean, it's 13 degrees. Like, this stuff should be... It's 23 degrees. I mean, this stuff isn't even, like, at melting temperature yet. So, I don't know why it is. It's super weird. This specific water is... Why is it doing that? Like, it's melting alright, I think. Yeah, look, I mean, that has to be what that is. Why is there a vacuum there? Dude, this makes no sense to me. I'm so confused by this game right now. That's okay. So we are producing oxygen over here now. I do want to check that out. Looks like we've got just enough going on for them to hopefully come over here and have enough to breathe and work, which is the idea, because they need to get this done now so this stuff stops melting. Yeah, I mean, it's negative 9 degrees Fahrenheit over here. How is this stuff melting? Does not make sense. Well, stress levels are awesome. Let's go ahead and we'll craft 2 more of these. We'll lose kilocalories today, but we'll break out. We'll have like 4,000 left, I think. Then we can make 3. Actually, if I just make 3, we'll see what happens. Let's take a look at yesterday's report. Oh yeah, we netted almost perfectly on oxygen and our food. We generated about 6,000, which is, well, 5.6, which is what we needed to do because we ran out of all of our food the other day, so that wasn't good. But yeah, honestly guys, that's gonna be it for today. I know not a whole ton gets accomplished in each and every episode, and I know when I watch YouTube videos I like to see a lot of things happen, but I think a lot of this game, what's really important about it is experiencing all of it with you guys, because even though some of these parts may take a while to get done and maybe a little bit tedious, I think that's part of the fun of it. It makes you guys appreciate more, you know, appreciate not necessarily more, but in the same way that I do when something happens, like when Marie dies, or when Marie 2.0 dies, or, you know, maybe Marie 3.0 in the future when she dies eventually. It kind of makes you grow more fond of these guys, and I don't know, have a little bit more fun with it, I suppose. But anyways, that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this, as always. And if you have, remember to hit that like button. And you guys can always subscribe to me. It does help me out. It makes me feel good inside, you know. That's always a little important. But it also will let you guys know basically it'll update you anytime that I post a new video. So if you guys are wanting to watch the series and have it be a part of it, basically you guys can do that by subscribing. So there it is for you guys. You can do that if you would like. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Well, peace out. How am I gonna be an optimist about this?